Hey. Just gonna grab a few random items, because why not? And then it'll be off to class trial. Also wild theory time. What about it? It's not gonna take a while, I just wanted to use a few coins. Waiting for a few people to show up. I know MQ said he was gonna be around, hasn't said anything yet, might not be here or might. But I didn't want to just jump into the trial and not then have people miss stuff. Oh no, I didn't even save anything. Figures. I just accidentally failed to save it. Oh, whatever. Maybe it'll still save. Oh, it'll still save. It's not too late. Cool. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to get my skills set up anyways. Oh right, and the pre-trial conversation.
What?
I was just gonna say, I've seen an awful lot of emoticons recently.
Yes, indeed.
I don't think that works, Monokuma.
Well, here. Yes, I can't wait! I can't wait!
Oh, we even have a Kirby dance.
Just the worst.
Don't look at me! Don't be mean!
What the heck? What the heck?
Why are you so surprised, Makoto? We've learned that it's
Don't
one of
look
us
at
every
me.
single time.
What the heck? Hey. What the heck?
Oh right, I can probably get coins off of these. Steel prison. But you were already in a prison. What's wrong with this prison? It's only slightly smaller than the one you're already in. Well, either it's going to be someone I like or someone I don't like, so whatever. Speaking of, wild theories will be happening in a minute.
Now then.
We've already heard this. Absolutely. Oh look, I have more skills. I can do more things. Probably. I gotta see what all these things do. Do I really want that? Probably. What? But then you don't get to see all the dialogue? Am I understanding this right? Does this mean I won't get the dialogue? I'll like lose stuff? Because that sounds like a terrible thing. I do like that. Seems nice. If I want to see all the dialogue, that's my perspective. How about that? I don't want to miss dialogue for equipping it, but I want it. Anyone happen to know? Because this sounds nice. Particularly for bullet time. I could really use things to help with the bullet time battle because bullet time battle is hard. Well, I guess I'm going to just not equip that. Oh right, wild theories. Hina did it. Because she's like Sakura's best friend, and so she can get away with acting angry and stuff like that, and nobody really suspects her. And she did it because Sakura asked her to, because Sakura was, because Monokuma has a hostage and Sakura wants to protect the hostage, and if she dies then Monokuma can't kill the hostage for not doing what she wanted, or for not doing what he said to do. So that way Sakura could have saved Hina and her hostage all in one.
Votes will determine the results. If you can figure
So she
out
willingly like
who
drank poison
done
or
it,
something
then
and set it up
only they
to
will
look
receive
like a murder.
punishment. But if you pick the wrong
She let Hina
one,
mix the
I'll
poison or
punish
something.
Everyone besides the blackened, and the
There you
one
go.
that
Wild
deceived
theories.
Everyone else will graduate. Now
With
then,
absolutely no
where
like
to
basis in like
begin?
facts yet.
We already know who did it.
Whoa, Deja vu. The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your
Also, Kyoko maybe did it because nobody else
was one
suspected.
of you.
But no, Kyoko like might have an alibi.
You killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you. One of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low.
No.
That's about as low as
It's gonna
you
be a
can
pain.
get.
Trying to get a hold of that thing.
It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low
Please.
as you can get. It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
Oh, close.
Low. That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's
Really?
low. That's about as low as you can get.
This is a pain.
It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any...
That's the only reason you have her...
Thank you.
No, that's wrong.
Aiming is hard, okay?
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
Well, it's possible one of those three did it. It's also possible someone else did it.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Come on. There's no way none of you went.
What about her body? She had
At least one of you is
stuff.
lying.
She had powder on her shoes. I know that,
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet, there's no way that's one of you is
I'm gonna go with this
don't
because I
deny
actually
I
remember
never
this,
went to see her.
I
unfortunately.
didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Aiming is still hard.
At least one of you is lying. The fact that Sakura, there's no way that one of you is
I don't deny that I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, I suspected that one. I did see the evidence of that.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No.
I wish it was Toko.
It's...
I'd love it to be Toko. I want
Ever
Toko to
since we got
die.
into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
But I have the unfortunate feeling that Toko's going to be around till like the very
It's
end.
the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't
Because
have anything
Genocide
to do
Jill
with
is
what happened to
creepy
her.
and hangs her tongue out all the time.
When? When did she give it to you?
the last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
I don't know.
I got
That
it!
seems like a good guess.
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why this sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You are hostile.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Shining message. Oh. It's gotta
At the scene
be.
of the crime,
Yeah, that.
she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It
No.
was her
That's why it's
dying
not her.
message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
So my wild theory was that Hina did it, and because Sakura asked her to, because Sakura wanted to protect both Hina and her hostage, and basically, that kind of sums it up. There was more to it than that, but
See? See? Toko did it!
quick summary.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
I got it!
Yeah, it was on the
Kyoko,
shelf.
you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
Hina did it, and
That's true.
set things up.
Then what Hiro just said
to
doesn't
blame,
really make sense, does it?
Yasuhiro,
Doesn't make sense.
and then he decided
Doesn't
he'd
make
he'd
sense.
point the
Everything
finger
I
at
said
Toko
makes
instead,
perfect sense.
because after the last time someone framed him, he didn't want it to happen again. There we go. Still Hina.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after
Yeah,
the
it's obviously
investigation
not.
had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total
But if it's
sense.
Hiro, then the trial pretty much ends instantly, so it's probably not Hiro either. Which is why I think it's Hina.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
It
What's your
wasn't
problem?
tucked away.
What I said makes total sense.
It was like
I can
in
tell
the
you
middle of the
exactly
entire
when
shelf,
Ogre's body
upside
was-
down.
I can tell you when it was only after I
Found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
when I pulled it out.
What's your
Can we
problem?
aim,
What I said
please?
makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you when
It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Of
When I
course that
pulled it out,
happened.
I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total
Please.
sense. I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was.
and I can tell you when
It was only after the investigation had I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Nope.
Shoot!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
And we'll claim this
When I
one.
pulled it out, I saw her.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Dunno.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
This is
When
one of those
Ogre's
cases
body
where I
was
don't quite know what
discovered.
the game wants.
And I can tell you when I found the dying. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the
No!
magazine shelf.
It's not the button I wanted.
Shoot! I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the it was only after the investigation. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
He wasn't allowed in after the investigation. We just talked about that.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Ah! No! I
And
wanted
I
to.
can tell you when
Ugh.
I found it. It was
This
only
is so bad.
after the I found the magazine
Please,
tucked
game.
away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
Like, if you want to
I
cancel
saw her final.
your fire,
What I said makes total
you don't really
sense.
have a way to do that. And then it just copy bullets you. So if you click too early, you just
I can tell you
lose that round.
exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
I held the thing just
And
too
I can
long,
tell
a
you
little
when it
bit.
was
I
only
hate
after
this
I found the
thing.
magazine tucked away
I hate
on
the copy bullet
magazine shelf.
mechanics so
When I pulled it out,
much.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
It just
I can tell you exactly
things
when
very
I found the
difficult for me
dying
sometimes.
message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
No!
Thank you, game. That took me like 3 minutes off of the clock just to get the thing that I suspected to actually happen.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation.
If we did if they had like a
We
right
weren't
click
at the
to
murder
copy
scene, so there's
and
no
then
way
left click
you
to
could have seen
fire,
it
I
then.
think it would be a lot more usable. I hope they change that in 2 and 3.
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did
really
you
do.
see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
No, I think he wrote the message. I still think Hina did it, but I think he wrote the message.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The
Early on, huh?
Crap. Show me the proof.
Oh, right.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Oh, right. You have to reload to the timer.
The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Can't hear you. Conspiracy. The end is nigh. Can't hear you. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
Okay, good. Negative time is over.
Bullcrap. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Okay.
I'm
That was
completely
surprisingly
convinced
not
that
too bad.
Sakura wrote that
When you
dying
actually manage to get
message,
super
because if
time
you
and
look at it,
negative time
the
to line
message
up
was
together,
almost certainly written
works.
using a finger, but both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her! Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as...
And when I got there... And that's all she said. Suddenly. As soon as I heard that, I just knew she was gonna kill me and make her... So of course I freaked out, and then...
He hit her with the bottle.
I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the... I hit her from behind, before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just... went limp. I didn't see her move again after that.
He thinks he did it, but I think
Once
he
it was
didn't.
over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case.
Why he picked Toko. Okay, no. It's why the magazine was hidden then.
I got it!
I figured we have
That's
plenty of good
true.
detectives here. It could have made sense that he would expect people to find that and therefore would set it up to be slightly suspicious, but not that suspicious. Enough that it looks like a real clue.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
See? He didn't do it.
Not lying?
Assuming
He
he's
just
telling
thinks he
the
did it.
truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Clearly Byakuya.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
I'm pretty sure all three of them went to the rec
Why
room.
would I have... Wait, but more important...
And yet none of them killed her.
That doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Last year.
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer. Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We've got 2 bottles and some poison to account for, so only 1 bottle is accounted for right now.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer.
She was hit twice, I think.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
I'm guessing it'll be
You hit
this.
her from behind.
Kyoko's good at this kind of thing.
And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong. If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious.
I saw
Once you
that
understand
scene so
that
many
one,
times.
You'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident,
Please.
and we found that. For now, just note that originally there were 6.
But how can...
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it's
Chess Queen. Or chess piece, I guess. It is chess piece.
Now I understand. That's it.
Easiest part of the
Chess
trial.
Pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma,
King, rook, bishop, pawn.
and the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight.
So?
I guess you don't know too much about. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh! So the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, Shogi is...
Yeah! Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case.
That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How
It's
is
gonna
it
make me
clear?
pull this from my inventory, I
Think
bet.
about what state the missing bottle.
I got it! The bottle
weighed
must
them.
have been because there was evidence of the.
Huh?
That's right.
And what is this?
Told you. I so called this.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is
The bag is really heavy, or the night is heavier than the pond.
there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case. I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was
I liked
used
answer
the
two
second
there.
time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room. Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
Didn't we just earlier establish that she did?
I'm sure she didn't disappear. But maybe she found somewhere to hide.
She hid in the locker, handprints.
Hiding in the room. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Really? New elements even now? No, please. Please, no. Why would you do this to me, game? Two bullet times in one
It's a
trial?
lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough! It's a lie! I admit
which one?
That's enough!
No! No!
I admit nothing. It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you.
I needed the locker.
That's enough.
Locker handprint, thank you.
This should prove it.
I panicked, okay?
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we?
Thank you.
That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Oh, they add in new
Straight up again.
elements all the time, but yes.
I mean, probably.
Give us the details, Toko.
To be fair, this is chapter
What
4
happened
of
between
8-ish,
you and Sakura?
so... And you can see that in the menu if you choose to.
Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
She
After
did,
I put the
maybe.
magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling.
Oh,
And
maybe
when
she did.
There was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Guess who's back?
Oh, fun.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake.
Wait, is that a picture of her with her tongue in her mouth?
Paying me a visit, I wondered.
What?
So I opened my eyes to see.
I didn't know she was capable.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on.
That or the poison.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Well then, that's that. What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet?
She sure is eager to vote
Don't
for
you
someone
think there
who...
was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
I mean, yeah. I can see why.
Odd. Huh?
I still think she
Hiro's
did it.
attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
We haven't
Tell
accounted
us
for the
your story
poison.
one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots.
Your wishes might come. I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf! I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me! I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her
And where did the attack take place?
right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
No, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazine.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Sakura moved herself.
Are you still convinced the case
She wasn't
has
dead
come to
yet.
an end?
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that,
Whoa, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and
No,
hectic,
Toko ran away.
she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible. I got it! Even before we opened the door to the
We know
red
she was
room,
in the locker before. The
Tina and
locker
I
can't be
both
too
got a look
small.
inside.
And I'm quite sure Makoto was not in that locker.
And at that point, the locker
Although
was
it would have been
already
funny
open.
to answer that.
So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Imagine that plot twist. She couldn't have been in the locker because I was waiting in the locker.
Okay then. Where was
Suddenly
she
new
hiding?
suspect.
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
It's the poison.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Shoot!
I can think of something other than a shot to the head.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed
Could be the
Sakura?
examination summary, though.
I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
It's the examination summary.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't
It's
from
the poison.
Genocide Jill's attack,
The yellow powder
what
is
was it?
poison in her
There's no other possible
protein
cause.
drink or whatever it
What killed
was.
Sakura?
So as far as I'm concerned, they're kind
Anything other
of
than the shot to her
interchangeable.
head.
Oh, come on.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
Fine.
then what was it?
We'll just try all of the things.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Fine. If we want to use this approach, we can use this approach. Thanks, game.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
Normally,
That's all it was. The file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
like, okay, really. She got hit over the head with a bottle, and somehow she, like, opened her mouth to, like, collect glass pieces in there. What is that logic?
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of
Poison.
reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Thank you, Byakuya.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
It talks about the yellow powder, which is obviously
Key
related to the
unlocking
poison
this
incident.
mystery was hiding in the chem
But yes,
lab
that's why I
on
went
the
there
fourth
for
floor.
the third choice.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this. Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
It was in the protein thing. Protein... something. Please, can I have the N again? Protein drink, okay. Another N, please.
Now I understand.
Yes, it was protein drink.
The poison must have been poured into the protein
Just took me a
can.
moment to figure that out.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
To be fair, Makoto,
Absolutely.
it could be
The contents
a
of each
multi-way
container were
switch.
switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
You mean they didn't give her a Monokuma bottle?
Protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence
Hina!
revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the... What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And
But they
given how
never went to
clear the
Section
prints
C,
were,
so
figuring
they
out
had
who
to
they
have
belonged
already
to will
had
pose no problem.
the poison.
All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
That's why they never went. Someone else switched them,
If you're all gonna
and
find
she
out
did it.
anyway,
She gave it to
I'd
her.
rather you hear it straight
Maybe.
from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I
Every
killed Sakura.
this is like
Just as I
3 different
suspected.
confessions or something, or was it just 2?
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
She did it, but someone else swapped the
And
poisons?
the only people here who wear sneakers are...
I wonder. Or did she actually do it?
I got it! Me and
Makoto
Hina are
did
the
it.
only ones.
Aha!
Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
Uh-huh.
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning a crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
Exactly.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura?
It has to have been the poison because that's how the
If you
room was
did,
locked.
Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you?
The
game
footprints
we're
aren't
playing
on the
here
right
isn't
side of
so
the shelf,
kind.
though.
Honeyed words like friendship don't. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
Oh, but Hina's covering
Just
for
like how this girl sacrificed Sakura
for
to
Sakura.
save herself.
who actually asked her to do it.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you...
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Sakura created the locked room.
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that?
So wait,
Even
something else is
ignoring the
wrong
fact that I
here.
don't want to believe it.
She's not
Just
denying
doesn't
it.
fit.
What doesn't fit?
If
I mean, why would someone
if
leave
she
such
did
a clear
it,
clue like a
getting
footprint?
convicted means she dies. If she didn't do it,
Obvious. Too easy.
not identifying the correct killer means
Makes
she
it look
dies.
like you wanted
Something is
people to
wrong with this
suspect you.
situation.
I was just nervous. So I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What is she
You
hiding?
didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was.
Who is she
What can I
protecting?
do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein?
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to section C.
Maybe Hina
and
thinks
got
she
the
did
poison.
it kind
And
of
is
like
that when you spilled the
Hero,
powder in
and
front
then
of
she
that part of
just
the shelf?
didn't.
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see.
So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder. And that's where I switched them.
Nope, there was no bottle. The
Once I
powder
was
was
done with
not.
that,
There were no footprints
I
going
took
from
the
C to
protein
A.
can that had the poison in it and left the room. But
So that's wrong.
I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison, meaning you went from... Can you repeat that
What's wrong with you, Big Mac?
It's the same thing no matter how...
Mm-hmm. This is gonna be a copy bullet. Maybe not.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the camera. That's all there is.
Honestly,
That's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I...
Okay.
And then I moved from Section C to Section A.
Fine, I'll just use the footprints that I've already used.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the... And you
Seems like
spilled
they
some
should
of
be asking me for something else right now since they
And I
just
moved
told
from
me this.
Section C.
But whatever.
No, that's wrong. You said you went to get the poison,
Yeah?
and after that... But the footprints, that contradict...
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her...
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
What the?
You lied to us. If you look at the footprints, the powder had already been spilled when you came in, so you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well,
What the hell? What's...
And the footprints aren't the only problem. Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence?
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
He's the only one who hasn't been accused yet. Is it his turn?
Say it already. What is it you think you found?
I found
Ooh.
it had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Because I know what this is?
Fine.
Oh,
If
it's a
you
piece
really
of
do
the...
know, explain the meaning of that shard of
It's
glass.
from the window. The window I broke.
I got it!
I don't know why yet.
Part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
Oh, the poison was in
window we
the
broke to get
candy?
in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
The poison was in the candy, maybe? And then someone switched those...
Of course, that leads to another question.
Or the poison
How did
stuff
a
got
shard
set up
of glass from a
later
window get inside this bottle of poison?
to look like someone else did it.
what's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Wait, what?
I got it!
I think
The
that's...
bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside,
Did he
right?
do it?
If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah.
Okay then, that proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you know what I don't know?
It's the glass that is under the can. And yes, I know, it's very strange. Makes me wonder if he did it.
When it comes to that protein can,
Hang on, what's the account? I need to just check.
there's not a doubt in my mind.
Empty protein drink? What is empty protein drink? Need to check these things. Okay, that's the one I'm looking for, yeah.
Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be! It was in there before the rec room was on-
No, that's wrong.
I actually didn't even really fully read that dialogue. I just saw like
Remember
4
how there
different
was
bits of
broken glass
noise
scattered
and
all
assumed
around
that
the room,
had to be the thing. And I was right.
Of course! It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves
He
it.
did it.
It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken.
I'm sad it wasn't Hina.
So it had to
Or
be
Toko.
after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
I wanted it to be Toko too.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound
Someone
up in
poisoned
the
the-
rec room,
poisoned the
and
candies.
the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Sakura locked the room. Sakura. Whatever. She locked the room.
that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
She got candies from Hina
No.
that she trusted.
That's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly
okay.
what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it
If
was?
someone attacks you and
Such a
provokes you into
ridiculous
committing
fiction
suicide,
is-
does it count as a murder?
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
Sakura did it
What do you
herself.
think, Makoto?
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Oh no, or this is 3!
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did it! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying?
Okay, fine.
Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already!
Oh good, it looks like I was kind of struggling, so
Liar!
it's a good thing I...
Wrong! You're wrong!
Alright, which one is it now?
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
No, source of the powder. No! I did the thing!
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already!
Yes, just let it end already.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
Okay, thank you. Oh right, because she had the yellow powder on her shoes.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing. Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
Where's Sakura? Sakura. Aha! Guess what?
Here's
You
my
can do it! I wasn't sure if it's gonna let me do it or not,
Sakura herself.
but it is.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was
You can do
suicide?
this!
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Yeah, created the locked room in secret. Monokuma forced her into the locked room? No. She created it
The
herself.
mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle. I was too shocked to notice anything. And Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
So if the killer is dead, and they had an accomplice, does the accomplice become blackened?
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were
So
back
if
in the
Sakura
rec
had
room,
suicided and they'd pinned the blame on one of the people that wasn't her, would everyone have died?
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed.
So Sakura tried to get
You
everyone
should have been
killed.
the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation.
But what is in it for Hina to hide that?
As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. You have to end this properly.
Time for the review! But we still don't know why. Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. I guess. Hid somewhere in the locker. The one that Hiro hit with. Did Hiro hit with the knife? Or the queen? think it was the night. And then he wrote Toko. And then Toko did something. We've got two pictures. We could say that she did the same thing twice. Toko hid the magazine. Wait. No, this is the one. Toko, who was in the locker, peeked out? Okay. That's wrong, but that's okay. Because here it shows her in the locker. But I don't see anything better, so whatever. Oh good, this is the queen. Like, it shows you the queen right here. Of course it's the queen. That's actually kind of free. If I can just find the queen. Here it is. It's the... Oh good, we could use the same picture twice. Also, her hands did not have blood on them. Why is there blood on her hands here? That's wrong. Which someone grabbed this. No, wait, that's the same exact thing that... Aha! That's the picture, I'm pulling it out. That's what it's going to be.
The killer is you!
Time to redo the entire thing from scratch when I get one wrong.
Sakura. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
If I get one... If I don't
But
fail
one
here...
of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko, she got there one step ahead of
Then
everyone
it would be a
else.
first.
And she found him. She crawled into... Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive... When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try...
I don't even know what that means, much less how to...
Without thinking,
I could
he
probably
grabbed a
guess
nearby
how to say it,
Monokuma
but
bomb
I'm not even
and
gonna try.
attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily... He took a magazine from to that end. Toko. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes.
Are you saying you think I did something wrong?
She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura. This caused her personality. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards, and that explains how Sakura
What is that
was
picture in the
attacked
bottom
twice
left
with
of
the
that
same
last
type
one?
of weapon. But even after, so then, what would... It was the poison. She turned the rec room into a... And there. Later on, the rest of... We had to smash the door. But someone already knew what had happened. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from... And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty... They did all this specific in an attempt to guide the... And the one who went to all that effort...
Was Hina.
was you. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to...
I need to see something.
How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
I guess you're not actually the ultimate detective, Byakuya.
Oh, well, I mean...
You still
And yeah, that's my
haven't
first time to ever
realized?
do that.
We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always
No,
come
his
back
heart will
to
never
bite
grow.
you in the end.
Wait, why did I only get a C there? I didn't fail. Still, that's a record. Also, are we ever going to find out?
Okay.
What?
I think we can all agree you made your...
Also, what is this achievement? Alright, I have to know what this achievement is. It won't even tell me. Steam never knows. Steam never wants to acknowledge that I'm logged
Did you
in.
guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
Oh, nice.
I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it.
So do we all vote for
Maybe you don't
Sakura?
want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote.
So-
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
So how is he gonna punish the dead person?
Okay.
Aw, he's so sad.
My entire...
What did you say? Come on. What are you thinking?
Don't be mean!
What is... You should have been the one to die.
Uh-huh.
What? What is this?
No forgiveness! I can't forgive this!
I like Sakura. I can never, like, get the accent right. I keep doing it wrong.
But,
Hina. There.
why? What are you saying? I won't forgive you. Why? Huh?
Hina.
Yeah.
Huh?
I have
Huh?
some pro.
Please! Why? What? Why? Why? Hey! 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 What is... What are you saying?
In other words, yes indeed.
What the heck?
Uh-huh.
Of course. Yep. Too bad. It's true.
Huh? Huh?
Unbelievable. Well now.
Monokuma throwing in the misdirection, the fake clues.
Damn it. Boom, boom. Phew. Shing.
Impressive.
And?
What are you gonna do?
Melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice?
Hey, hey. But hold on.
Enough already.
Yes, indeed.
So for killing herself, does Sakura become like the ultimate blackened when we get back to the hopeful version of Hope's Peak?
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here. You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool. I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
So the mastermind just goes around
And what
approaching
the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
approaching random people from within the group.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken. I cannot betray those who would call me their friend. I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
You want all of them to die? The only ones I want dead are Toko and Hina. Why do you want them all dead?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness. So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
I think I didn't catch something. Okay.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal. Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well. But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
I called it. The hostage situation. She killed herself to resolve the hostage situation. The only thing I was wrong about was thinking that she asked Hina to do it.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I was actually not that far off on my wild theories.
No way!
Correct. However,
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
Oh, that explains why Monokuma hid the note.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else.
And Hina
no
almost
matter
threw that
what.
whole thing away.
Just survive.
But
No, he's kind of entertaining, actually.
What are you gonna do?
Occasionally.
Uh-oh.
He actually has a kind of interesting character. He is not a likable person, but interesting.
Too bad. Huh? Say what?
You know? Well?
Ooh. What? What do you want? How strange. Hey! Phew.
Having him around keeps things interesting. Wait, what? What?
Naturally.
Oh, is this an everyone suicide, mutual suicide incident?
Don't make me repeat myself.
What?
What?
It's all clear now.
That means he kills someone next chapter. No, he's not. This isn't him being sentimental. This is him refusing to be beaten by anyone.
Hey,
Gakuya just can't let Sakura be better than him. Sakura, whatever.
What the heck?
You want me to punish you guys?
what? But
Wrong. Listen up. Yoo-hoo! Let's give it everything we've got.
Is he gonna blow up the dojo? He's gonna blow up the dojo, isn't he? Oh. He's not.
but still. I'm gonna do my best.
Is he gonna attack Monokuma again?
What's the matter? Hmm.
Just as I thought.
Actually...
What are you thinking?
Yep. Phew. Hey,
I want to be able to help.
Very nice. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Well?
I don't think that's unreasonable.
Uh-huh.
What?
Yep.
Huh?
Hello.
Hina.
Uh-huh.
Too bad.
Kyoko thought they'd done something too. Kyoko's also working for the mastermind.
Guys?
He approached multiple people. I was right originally.
Hmm. Too bad.
What?
What? Well,
You.
who?
Hey,
Proof that my memory is not lying to me.
Yo! But...
Yes.
Funny thing is, I was just thinking earlier, commenting about bombs and Bomb Umana and how wonderful they are. I was thinking, you know, maybe Danganronpa will also have bombs, and they will be my favorite weapon there too. Then I was like, nah, this game wouldn't have bombs, and they wouldn't be cool bombs if they did.
Stop talking.
Funny that this should happen. This should come up. I usually wind up liking explosives, so maybe they will be impressive explosives.
Sorry.
You know, I find that funny. So he says, I haven't reached the point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once. And then Hina's next dialogue, the voicing that goes with it just happens to be sorry. That's pretty great.
No, 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 no! Huh?
What did you say?
What the heck?
See.
No, 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 no!
That's okay, Toko and Hina can kill each other, I don't care. Yep, trial over. Sakura killed herself.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Oh no, is the mastermind gonna now approach Makoto to be his spy? Oh good, that didn't happen.
Yes, it. Huh? I said.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
It's true. Whew. Hey. Correct.
The, romance scene? No, I don't think so. The romance scene was supposed to be Sayaka. You aren't allowed to romance anyone else, as far as I can tell. I tried the matchmaking after I maxed out her report card. Tried giving her a ring because there are love rings. But nope, I cannot be matchmaker.
Makoto. Makoto. So... Goodbye.
It is going to be nothing, isn't it? Can I teleport? Are the powers of teleportation still unlocked? They aren't. That is sad. I guess it's because I'm not doing what the mastermind wants right now. Therefore, teleportation is not allowed. Is she dead now? Oh, she was gonna brute force it and get punished for it. That's what's happening here. She did say she would do that.
What's this?
I'd forgotten all about it.
Hey!
She's gonna break in and call everybody here to do something about it.
Unbelievable.
Just a second.
You guys?
It's true. Hey. Shall we go?
What was that all about?
Bye. Whew. Goodbye. Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
They
The
did
one
mention
they
another
call
student.
The ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Does someone else have another split personality? Okay, I understand now how we can still have enough chapters left. People aren't guaranteed to die in pairs anymore. Alter lump? What? Interesting.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The
Yes, we
one
just
they
saw
call
this.
the Watch out for her.
And it's a her. Is this the one where Kyoko sacrifices herself?
Well?
In the name of my family.
Huh?
What's your deal?
How about that?
Does it count as murder if she starves to death?
come on. Let's go.
Oh, right. There is a new floor, isn't there? Well, we'll take a peek at the next floor. And then call it a night, probably. I got a little bit more time. I definitely won't be doing the entire daily life section. Maybe some rooms are unlocked now? Oh, never mind. Here's our stairs. The 5th floor. Okay, so we've got 3 classrooms instead of 2. And some other stuff. A violin, huh? Nighttime secrets no more. Stomp stomp. And some kind of unidentifiable picture. I think it's a person kicking a badger or something. I don't even know. I cannot even identify that picture. Can someone else figure out what that picture is even supposed to be? Oh, but there are hearts there, so... Oh. Oh, okay. I never said I win at Pictionary. Despair. Catch me if you can. Can you manage it now? Is this where relationship stuff comes in and I haven't been nice enough to her for her to actually talk to me? Maybe she would if I were better friends with her. Oh, I already went here. Oh, was that Kyoko? I couldn't tell. Let's go to the classroom. Oh, hi, Hina. It's because it's the top floor? Are there no stairs, maybe? Let's find out. Ooh! Eye for an eye. This is the tragedy, isn't it?
I see.
Hey! Unbelievable. Now then.
He's doing what he's doing because of this.
Yes, indeed.
This is the tragedy, I'm telling you.
Uh-oh. I can't wait! I can't wait!
We have to solve a murder we didn't commit? Hello, security camera. One of these days I'm going to regret not actually reading every single dialogue of the cameras. One of them's going to have some vital hint. There's a door. Oh, he's probably ignoring you, Makoto. He likes to do that. So there are 3 classrooms because this is the top floor. There are no stairs. Only the ones that go down. So I believe what? Ra? I don't quite know what I'm believing yet. Well, we found out where the mosquito from Chihiro's conversation came from. Uh-huh. Is there something in it? Wow. Huh. Is that a chicken or a rooster? Makoto is very confused by the fact that chickens exist. Doesn't have a second form, huh? But every single one of them makes the same noise.
I'm at least 30% right.
Hero. Here's our camera. Hey, you never know, those Zelda chickens are sure a thing. Maybe it'll be an entire swarm of chickens as the next Blackened.
Watch out!
Okay, fine. I guess you're right.
Actually...
Well done.
It's the ultimate tragedy that that plant, well actually that plant exists, but also that the plant ate some people. check out these things. Gardening tools. Fertilizer. Pickaxe. Crazy Diamond. That is Mondo's game? Maybe? I want to say it's Mondo's gang. It's definitely something related to one of the dead people. Alright, last room. Wait, what? No? What does he have to say?
Yo! You know? What the heck? The end is nigh! Well?
Okay, it just wanted me to talk to him. Last room. Who hangs out in the clothes place? Oh. Not a clothes place. TV. Suit of armor. It's extremely Japanese. Extremely Japanese.
Hey. Indeed.
Interesting.
Hey.
Pretty proud of his eyesight. He even found a coin all the way across the room.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student.
We've seen this
lying
3
hidden
times
somewhere in the
now.
School, the one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. Hey. So then,
It's okay, Makoto, you never understand anything. I don't know, MQ. I think that might not be the right name. It doesn't sound familiar at all. Certainly not the name of someone I need to watch out for. Mm-hmm.
Just a second.
Hey.
Be quiet, Byakuya. We can have group hug nonsense if we want. That's because the last student is just hanging out in the headmaster's room, behind that locked door that we can't get into.
What?
Hey.
What the heck?
What?
Very suspicious. How about that? You know?
What's your problem?
Just throw it in the incinerator. Problem solved.
So then,
Why does everyone want to give Makoto weapons? He doesn't need weapons.
Okay.
It's all clear now.
Then when someone dies, they're gonna blame him. Seriously. Incinerator, I'm telling you.
That's fine.
Maybe his heart did grow 3 sizes.
Yeah.
It's still pretty small, but it might have grown a little bit.
correct.
So, yeah.
Correct.
So,
There are no more stairs upwards. Is that what we're gonna talk about?
Just a second. So then,
Uh-huh. We have reached the final floor.
correct.
Unless we have the basement, because there is still that room in the incinerator that we haven't been able to go to, in the incinerator room we haven't been able to get into.
But
I take it back. Despair Girl is not in the headmaster's room. She's in the basement.
okay.
Hey,
could it be?
But
Naturally.
well,
What?
You know?
This is why we keep Byakuya around. So we can laugh at him sometimes.
You know?
I didn't mean to do that.
You know?
Alright, let's hear about 5. Yep, 5 chickens.
You know?
Let's hear about the tool shed.
What?
Yes, it's Mondo's gang.
it's true.
Thank you.
C.
See? I knew it! Memory is still a thing.
Could it be?
Not possible.
That's right.
Yo.
Huh?
What the heck? Well,
Is the spare person, like, luring people here so they can, like, reenact the tragedy? Like, maybe it was something that happened some time ago. And, like, other people similar to us were here.
you know?
Time to talk about the
You know?
plant. That actually would explain a lot if that was what's going on here.
For serious.
Yeah.
What the heck? Huh?
He can't tell you what 10 plus 10 is. Alright. Who did we not talk to? Did we not talk to him? Oh.
Huh?
But
So in other words,
It can't be.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
in other words, it's all clear now.
Hey. Yo. No way.
You've never heard about it because you're already dead. This is all just a nightmare.
Well,
Are we finally gonna find out who the ultimate mystery is?
Wrong.
What the?
So,
She's the ultimate amnesiac. That's what it is, huh?
What?
this is...
however,
What?
She remembers enough about her history because I've had all her conversations for her report card.
hey,
It's all clear now.
what?
Just give.
That's fine.
It can't be.
Because
So,
That's okay, she can come stay in Makoto's room.
however,
Sayaka did it. Why not?
Hey,
Come on.
goodbye.
It doesn't matter because she's actually gonna go force open that room, like she said she was going to last chapter, and then she's gonna die. And then we'll never know what her ultimate thing was.
Stop talking. Come on.
That's probably why she didn't care, because she was already planning on doing stuff.
Cause
You'd think she'd be used to Monokuma being around and not just scream every time she sees him. Ooh.
hey! Your teacher had such faith in you, and this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
It's the One Ring. Kyoko took it while I was making a distraction over at the data center.
What the heck?
So,
Is it nighttime? Must be.
As such, soon the doors to the dining hall. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
So what happens if everyone is in the dining room when it locks?
You know?
Not that it's happening this time, but it occurs to me to wonder that now.
well,
Goodbye.
Kyoko's gonna show up in my room again, isn't she? Gonna go put it in the desk drawer and then it'll be gone in the morning. Oh. It's another midnight visit from Kyoko. I knew it. I guess we'll have to find out what she wants tomorrow. Because that is all I'm doing for tonight.